Hello, welcome to Khushi's English Hub. Today we will work on your English pronunciation. We will use tongue twisters. These are special sentences that help you speak better English. Why do tongue twisters work so well? They make your mouth work hard. When you practice them, your mouth learns to make English sounds correctly. It's like going to the gym, but for your mouth. Many English learners have problems with certain sounds. Today we will fix these problems. We will practice the most difficult English sounds. After this lesson, speaking English will feel much easier for you. Professional speakers and actors use tongue twisters every day. They know that these exercises make their speech clear and beautiful. Now you will learn their secrets, too. Are you ready? Let's start with some easy warm-up exercises. Music. Before we start the hard work, we need to wake up your mouth. Just like you warm up before sports, we need to warm up before pronunciation practice. First, open your mouth wide. Make it like you are very tired and yawning. Close your mouth slowly. Do this 3 times. This wakes up your jaw muscles. Now move your tongue around inside your mouth. Touch your cheeks. Touch the top of your mouth. Touch behind your teeth. Your tongue is the most important part for English sounds. We need to make it ready. Let's try our first easy tongue twister. This will help you get ready for the harder ones. Repeat after me. Red leather. Yellow leather. Say it again but slower this time. Red leather. Yellow leather. Good. Your mouth is now ready. Let's work on our first difficult English sound. The English R sound is very different from other languages. Many students find this sound very difficult. But don't worry, we will learn it step by step. Here's the secret about English R. Your tongue never touches anything in your mouth. In many languages, the tongue touches your teeth or the top of your mouth, but not in English. For English R, curl your tongue back a little bit. Don't let it touch anything. Just make a curved shape with your tongue. The sound comes from this curved shape. Let's practice with an easy sentence first. Repeat after me. Red roses are really beautiful. Feel where your tongue is. It should be curved back, not touching anything. Try it again. Red roses are really beautiful. Now let's try a classic tongue twister. English children practice this one in school. Round and round the big rocks the man ran. This has many R sounds close together. This makes your tongue practice the right position many times. Once more, round and round the big rocks the man ran. Here's a harder one. Take your time with this. Robert's robot really repairs radios. Don't worry if this feels difficult. That means your mouth is learning something new. Try again. Robert's robot really repairs radios. English has 2 th sounds. This is very strange for many languages. These sounds don't exist in most other languages. That's why they feel so difficult. The first th is in words like this and that. When you say these words, your throat makes a small vibration. Put your hand on your throat and say this. Do you feel it? The second th is in words like think and thank. For these words, there is no vibration in your throat. Just air comes out. Here's how to make both sounds. Put your tongue tip between your teeth. Don't bite it. Just rest it there gently. Then make the sound. Let's practice the first type with vibration. Repeat after me. This and that and these and those. Feel that vibration in your throat. That's correct. Try it again. This and that and these and those. Now the second type. No vibration. Just air. I think 30 people thought about it. No vibration this time. Just gentle air through your teeth. Once more. I think 30 people thought about it. Here's a hard one that mixes both types. The 30 thieves thought they saw something. This makes you switch between the 2 different th sounds. It's like exercise for your mouth. Try again. The 30 thieves thought they saw something. Many English learners mix up W and V sounds. This can change the meaning of words completely. For example, wine and vine are very different words. The W sound uses both lips. Make your lips round like you want to whistle. Both lips work together to make a circle shape. The V sound is different. Your bottom lip touches your top teeth. It's like you want to bite your lip very gently. Let's practice W sounds first. Remember round lips. Repeat after me. We walked west while the wind was strong. Keep your lips round for every W sound. Try it again. We walked west while the wind was strong. Now let's practice V sounds. Remember, bottom lip touches top teeth. Victor visited his village very often. Feel that gentle contact between lip and teeth on every V. Perfect. Once more, Victor visited his village very often. Here's the hard part. Switching between both sounds quickly. We visited various places while wolves were walking. Your mouth has to change position quickly between W and V. This takes practice. Try again. We visited various places while wolves were walking. The English L sound has two types. But don't worry, native speakers do this without thinking. You can learn it too. The first type is at the beginning of words like love and like. Put your tongue tip on the area just behind your top teeth. Keep it there and make the sound. The second type is at the end of words like call and all. Your tongue tip goes to the same place, but the back of your tongue goes down. This makes a deeper sound. Let's practice the first type first. Lucy likes to look at little lamplights. Feel how your tongue tip stays in the same place for each L. Try it again. Lucy likes to look at little lamplights. Now the second type at the end of words. Paul will call all tall people. These L sounds are deeper and different from the first type. Once more, Paul will call all tall people. Here's one that mixes both types. Little children like to play ball games. This has both types of L in one sentence. Your mouth switches between them automatically. Try again. Little children like to play ball games. These two sounds are very different, but many learners mix them up. The difference is in where you put your tongue. For the S sound, put your tongue tip close to the area behind your top teeth. Make a thin stream of air come out. It should sound sharp and clear. For the SH sound, pull your tongue back a little bit. Make a wider stream of air. It should sound softer. Let's practice S sounds first. 6 small snakes sat in the sun. Keep that tongue tip in the right position for each S. Try again. 6 small snakes sat in the sun. Now for SH sounds. Remember to pull your tongue back. She shops for shoes and shirts. Feel how your tongue is in a different position. This makes the softer SH sound. Once more, she shops for shoes and shirts. Here's the challenge, mixing both sounds. Susan's fish shop sells fresh fish dishes. Your tongue moves between the two positions quickly. This is good practice. Try again. Susan's fish shop sells fresh fish dishes. Warning, very hard section. What comes next is very, very difficult. Even advanced English speakers find these tongue twisters hard to say. Some of my students practice these for weeks. You don't have to do this section if you don't want to. It's only for people who want the biggest challenge possible. These tongue twisters will make your mouth work harder than ever before. But if you feel ready for the ultimate test, here they are. Don't worry if they seem impossible. They are supposed to be almost impossible. Ready? Here are the most difficult tongue twisters in English. The fast repeat challenge. Red blood, blue blood. Say this as fast as you can 5 times. This looks easy, but when you say it fast, your mouth gets very confused between the B and R sounds. The impossible combination. The sick sheep is sick. This is famous for being one of the hardest tongue twisters in the world. It has sounds that almost never go together in English. The long challenge. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? This is long and has the same sounds repeated many times. Your mouth gets tired just thinking about it. The science challenge. Patkit pured kurt pulet kod. Say this 10 times fast. Scientists have studied this phrase. They say it's one of the hardest sound combinations for people to say quickly. If you can do this, you are amazing. You did it. You just finished the complete Coffee English tongue twister training. This was not easy, but you worked hard and did great. Your mouth is now much stronger than when we started. The muscles in your mouth have practiced making difficult English sounds. Your brain has learned new patterns for English pronunciation. In the next few days, you will notice something wonderful. English words that were hard to say before will feel much easier now. Native speakers will notice that your pronunciation sounds clearer and more natural. The secret to getting even better is practice. Come back to this lesson once every week. Each time you practice, these tongue twisters will feel easier, and your English pronunciation will keep getting better and better. Learning English pronunciation takes time and practice. But with exercises like these, you can make amazing progress. Keep working hard, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Thank you for practicing with Khushi's English Hub today. Remember to speak English every day. Practice these exercises regularly, and be proud of all the progress you are making. Good luck with your English journey. See you next time.